Hello, I am Rachel Shields Williams. I am the 2026 president of the Legal Marketing Association, and I am so excited to be here today and talk to you about our exciting plans for the new year and for LMA. And I am joined by our fearless CEO, Ashley Stenger. And we're going to talk with you today a little bit about our strategic plan and where we're headed and where we're going in 26. And also, we can't help but talk to you about all the exciting things that we have planned for our annual conference this year down in New Orleans. So first, our strategic plan, we've talked about it a lot last year. John, launched the plan in 2025, and I'm going to work the plan in 2026. And we have three key pillars of the plan that we're focused on. The first is elevating the member experience and making sure that all of our members have a consistent experience regardless of where they are. The next is to elevate the voice of LMA and making sure that we are promoting the value of the legal marketing profession. And then the third is to be a champion of LMA's culture of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Our role as a board with this strategic plan is to make sure that we stay focused on this plan, that we continue to make sure that we're progressing forward, and that we're ensuring that we continue to do the work for our members, for our association, so we continue to grow and flourish.
And the plan's already in motion, as Rachel says so frequently. This is a working year. So 26 is about execution and visibility since we launched the plan in 25.
Yeah, and you're already seeing the work happen. These three pillars of our plan actually have committees that are being run by our members for our members that are in action. And these weren't just created for creation's work. They were created with intention to help move these plans forward. When we think about elevating the voice of LMA, we have two committees focused on this topic. One is externally focused on the industry impact, and the other one is focused on the member for the career impact. And then for our diversity, equity, and inclusion, we have our DEI committee focused on that and helping us put together our first annual report. And additionally, we have the member experience committee that's helping us reinvent the member experience and helping us make sure that we're creating a consistent experience for all of our members, regardless of where they're located across the globe.
Yeah, and an element of that work comes from the member experience survey that we've talked about a lot. We'll be using that data, analyzing it as a committee, making some recommendations to the board of directors for what the future of the LMA membership looks like. We want to make sure that we have a space for all types of members, whether you're a business partner or in-house or from a solo small team, and that we're, one size doesn't fit all. So the point of this committee is really to assess how we're structured right now and make sure that we're structured in a way, like Rachel said, that everybody is getting a consistent experience and seeing the value in LMA and that we're able to really provide what is important to you in order to grow in your career. And as Rachel mentioned, our member experience committee, there's currently a member survey out right now, but it really is about taking that data, synthesizing it, listening. It's a huge listening tour this year to what our members need, where we might have gaps, where we might have exceptional strength, and how can we capitalize on that to make sure that we're driving member value and giving members what they need from the organization. And as Rachel said, to echo, these weren't, created out of thin air. We've been listening over the last year, especially, and we're super excited to get it started. Just a heads up, Industry Impact Committee launched on January 16th. You might have seen that message come out. I'm really excited about the work that group is doing in particular, and more to come as we make some headway.
If you haven't participated yet in the member survey, please participate in the member survey. We want your voice to be heard. We want to make sure that we're hearing from everyone. Let's move to the fun part, the party, our annual conference in New Orleans. I am so incredibly excited that I get to be president for a host site in New Orleans. It is one of my favorite cities in America, and I think it is such a beautiful city that represents where we are as an industry as well. It's a city that has constantly reinvented itself over hundreds of years, but it still also kept its je ne sais quoi that has made it its own unique place. And I think that's the challenge to legal marketing today. We have all these pressures creating us and changing our industry, but we're still keeping the je ne sais quoi that makes us legal marketers and the value that we bring to the legal community. So the registration is open. So please register. I hope to see you there. I want to see you there. I'm really looking forward to it. The program represents the strategic plan in action. We've taken so much feedback from previous conferences. We're working so hard with so many different sister organizations, press and PR groups, to make sure that we're elevating the voice of LMA and we're really showing the potential and the possibilities for legal marketing. And we're creating more space for interaction and making sure that our formats are leaving space for real conversation, not just talking heads or information that you could get in a webinar. This is the conversations that you can only have in person.
I have to give a shout out to something I'm really excited about on site at the conference this year, and that's a live debate, something we've never done before. Brainchild of Rachel Shields Williams.
The best idea I've ever had or the worst idea I've ever had. Either way, it's going to be entertaining.
It will for sure. We're going to be bringing in some CRM innovators and business partners to have a live debate and discussion in front of our whole audience on the main stage. Not only is this kind of a new format, but it's fun. It's adding a little element of fun to your learning and your experience on site. There will be lots of elements of that on site in New Orleans, of course. How could you not in the location? But this is just kind of a fun new way of having these conversations. So I'm super excited about that.
I am just so incredibly excited about what 2026 holds for LMA. It's wild to think that we're in our 41st year. I'm still humbled to have seen Sally Schmidt wearing her #1 hat at our conference last year in DC. And I can't wait to see what's ahead of us. I just have to say thank you so much and express my gratitude for you all taking the time to join LMA, to be a part of LMA, because you're taking time away from other things in your life. And also thank you to all the people in your life that make it possible for you to come and be a part of LMA when you're away from home.
I want to reinforce that this is a collective effort, not only collective between all of your families, friends, partners, but between staff, board members, volunteers. We're all doing this together. We're all in it together for the same goals. So I too cannot express enough appreciation for all of you. Thank you so much for your time and dedication to LMA. I can't wait to see you on site in New Orleans. And I hope you have a great few months till we get there.